The five elements quest for the ultimate truth. The evil of government. Government is an authoritarian system that rules and regulates people under law. The government holds the highest authority in society. Government authority rules over cultural values and religious beliefs. Any cultural values or religious belief will need a governmental approval in order to become a law for a nation. Members of the political system, politicians, as the highest rank of leaders that society produces, but yet they cannot even resolve the most basic moral needs of the people, which are food, shelter, and equal education for all. These human needs are basic necessity for every soul in this world. But the governmental system of this world has another priority. Through the governmental system, the annihilation of all the lives of the world have become a possibility. There are enough arsenal in this world to destroy the entire planet many times over. And they were all built under the authority of the governmental leadership, as well as the authority to use them when they choose. It is the devil and his demonic jinn followers that provide humankind with the knowledge of this horrible weapon that humankind would better off without. But yet, this satanic instrument of destruction are seen as a valuable possession for a nation. The God who created this world did not create the world for humankind to destroy. However, nations of the world take great pride in their capability of destruction, because it's the criterion of which one is given respect or demanded to be given respect between nations. The more destruction a nation is capable of, the more respect the nation will demand, will be granted or demand to be granted. You'll see this human insanity when nations celebrate what they call Independence Day. It does not matter which nation is celebrating Independence Day. The concept is the same. Even to the poorest nation who cannot even feed themselves, you will see their leaders proudly sitting in bleachers, holding their heads up with pride, watching soldiers marching past by, rifle in shoulders, truck loaded with all kinds of artillery, going by slowly for all to see. Fighter jet flying above, and leaders saluting this satanic instrument. Independence Day, that we see celebrated by so-called free nations of the world, proudly celebrate, threaten everything that peace stands for. One cannot value peace and at the same time demonstrate how destructive one can be. Nations claim to be free or peaceful due to this satanic instrument of destruction they possess. These weapons of destruction that the world possesses cost time, effort, and resources to make, and they will cost life when they are used. This is where all the nations of the world have betrayed moral righteousness, because the resources, time, and effort that are used to build this weapon were not made for evil use. It is bothersome watching world leaders celebrating, debating over the issue of building this satanic instrument that the world does not need. But they will debate over which nation can have them and which nation should not have them. They will ignore the fact that there are already enough arsenal that can destroy all the lives of the world. But that is not all, because this horrible weapon that can end all the lives of the world are in the hands of some psychopath who will not hesitate to use them. No nation possesses this satanic instrument in the first place. And debating on who should have them and should not have them is no more than just human playing a demonic game. You'll also see politicians having debate over issues of gun control. And it is confusing sometimes to understand what they are trying to achieve. They thought safety lock on handgun would prevent children from accidentally getting shot at home. Who are these people trying to save? Because safe lock on handgun won't stop children from being accidentally or purposefully shot by this gun that should not be made in the first place. Children cannot save while criminals can easily possess a gun. And children cannot save when warlords are giving a gun to children like toy they play with. Children themselves have becoming criminals due to the availability of this gun. If these demonic advocates wanted to solve the guns problem, which they have created, they would not be debating over safety lock on handgun, but rather they would shut down the manufacturer that produced them. However, weapon manufacturers are not the only one that need to be shut down, because the alcohol and tobacco manufacturers are causing just as much as harm to humanity. Children are always told that carrying a gun or smoking a cigarette or consuming alcohol are bad things to do. Yet these products that are forbidden to children are legally being produced by legit corporations of society, authorized by the governmental leadership. All the weapons, alcohol, tobacco manufacturers need to be shut down for good, as well as nightclub, bar, and brothel, because these are the bloodline of the devil empire within society, the domain of immorality. Through the governmental system, weapons are being made to destroy lives. Products are being produced to demoralize humanity, and programs are being designed to degrade the very core of the moral decency of the creation of God. Weapons destroy lives. Alcohol ruins lives and families. Tobacco causes illness and death. Nightclubs, bar and brothel widen the path of gambling, prostitution, and human trafficking, and sex slavery, and many other immoralities that make human beings seem like less than a creation of a majestic God. All the problems of humanity are immoral situations that need a moral solution. They cannot be solved through the political system of our world, because government officials have tried and failed regardless of their good intention. The political system that could meet the needs of humanity was distorted, which is a system of communism. Communism is the political system that has all the elements that can keep Earth and inhabitant in perfect balance through sharing and equality. But communism is regarded as a great threat to a society that values capitalism. For that, we have seen a system of communism fail. However, the communist system that we have seen fail was false imitation of the true system, because it lacked all the moral principles of a true communism. The principle of a true communism are sharing and equality. But the communism model that we have seen fail was founded or imperialism and totalitarianism. A system of sharing and equality cannot stand on a foundation of imperialism and totalitarianism. When one understands the true meaning of and purpose of communism from a moral point of view, one will realize that only the devil and his ally will oppose the system of communism. If a system that meant for humankind to share and equal make one communism, then the God of humanity is a communist. Because God created all souls equal, and God meant for all the resources of the earth to be equally shared by all of its inhabitants. Communism means community in a common purpose in its moral definition. And on a large scale, humanity. Communism is the first system that was meant to make humankind realize the value of sharing and equality as a community. But communism was distorted and substituted with this satanic system of ism, such as racism, colonialism, imperialism, totalitarianism, capitalism, materialism, and so on. These systems of ism are all manifest through the governmental system. These systems of ism have miserably failed humanity. Now, they are being given a different name: freedom and democracy. The model of freedom and democracy that government are trying to implement to humanity, that at this time that words are being written, these models are just another terminology of the satanicism that have failed humanity. Government members, politicians, have many times failed on their attempt to resolve the moral issues of humanity. But the fact of the matter is that government officials have the authority and the means to shut down all immoral operation within society if they choose it. Weapon, alcohol, and tobacco manufacture, nightclub, war, raffle are the major operation of the devil of evil of society that exchange their product for human souls. These operations are pure menace to humanity. And their eradication must become first priority on the list of the harmonization of humanity. All this immoral operation within society must immediately shut down, and all this satanic product and instrument that are already made must be also destroyed, as well as the knowledge, documentation of which they were made. Because the future generation must not waste their moral purpose in this world rebuilding the path of immorality. Members of the governmental system might see these recommendations as too much to ask by turning people focus toward monetary costs and job loss instead of the moral view, which is the life that needs to be saved. When it comes to moral improvement through the governmental system, money is usually the debating factor. But when it comes to finance, wars, and many of the senseless programs, they, government members, as always, provide whatever is needed for their own glorification. It is a moral obligation for this human generation to bring the evils of humanity to an end for the sake of the future generations. The path of destruction must start here, and the beginning of destruction must start here. It is irresponsible for humankind to continue to allow evil to illegally operate in society through the governmental system. Through the governmental system, the destruction of the life of the world can be authorized and legalized under the rule of law. Humankind must understand that any law or belief system that require killing life in order to be reinforced or preserved the criterion of the law itself is immoral. Through the governmental system, one is rewarded, promoted, or crowned for killing. We have seen soldiers being rewarded for killing, law enforcers being promoted for killing, and people overthrow a regime and getting crowned as a legit leader of society despite their bloody hands. You'll even see mass murder being given an honor of a national holiday through the governmental system. And Christopher Columbus' adventure is one of them. The atrocity that this little demon and his crew, of course, is not far back in history, to a point where it can be doubted whether it's a myth or truth. The horror that these human demons have inflicted on Native Americans was witnessed and written. And yet, this appeared act of evil is being celebrated by Western nations as a national holiday. But that is not all, because just about all the major holidays that are celebrated in society emerged from bloodshed, from the bloody trail of horrors. An army functions under the authority of the governmental system. But the fact of the matter is that any fighting force that trains people to kill belongs to the devil. Through the fighting force of society, evil is served to the fullest because it is where criminality is legalized. Through the governmental system, one is trained to kill, brainwashed to obey orders with no question asked. Soldiers take great pride in their skill of killing, as well as their characteristic of obeying order of their superiors. Soldiers see this characteristic as obedience of another as collectiveness, which is nothing but weakness of the human spirit that is blinded by the darkness of ignorance. People are called warriors, or for their skill of killing, and some are called heroes for their act of killing. But the fact of the matter is that the true hero does not destroy life, and a true warrior does not destroy life, and a true hero is not earned through the destruction of life. Destruction of life is evil, and evil is not rewarded in heaven. The devil and his demonic jinn followers that influence evil are not warriors or heroes in the heavenly kingdom of the Almighty One. A warrior is one who has the courage to say no to evil when evil calls. When evil calls for destruction of life, a true warrior will not join that call, because a true warrior glorifies no evil. A true warrior fights to say no to evil, but not join evil. The act of defiance to evil, regardless of any threat evil might pose, that is a true definition of heroism from a moral point of view. A true warrior understands that destroying does not make one powerful, because even a 5-year-old child can destroy an atom that cannot be replaced. Those who destroy life are not wiser than a child who do not know any better. When a child breaks an irreplaceable atom, that does not mean that the child is powerful it simply means that the child not know any better. If humankind were wise to their purpose in this world, morality will never be insulted on the battlefield of warfare. Government leaders who declare war, if government leaders who declare wars have to fight in the battlefield, humanity will never be wounded by the agony of warfare. Because if these warmongers, leaders, could only get recognition for fighting in the battlefield, their name will not even be seen in the local newspaper. But due to their surrendering willingness to serve evil, some of them, their name will be written in history with a blood that can never be erased. We have seen these dictators and warmongers building bunkers as hideout in case the chaos they create boomerang back to them. And when it does, they will not even ashamed to run into their dugout hole like a scared rat and leave people whom they were supposed to protect and guide in harm's way. All the major wars in human history were orchestrated and executed through the governmental leadership. War is pure evil regardless of any justification. If those who lost their lives fighting war were given a second chance in life, they would rather die against the act of fighting against the act of war than dying in the fact of war. There is nothing righteous or courageous about warfare. It is an overdue moral obligation for the government leaders to dismantle all the fighting force of society that destroy the lives of the world, such as army and any other force alike. These evil forces of society need to be dismantled. All the nations of the world need to disarm themselves for their capabilities of destruction. Humankind as a whole has a moral responsibility to disarm itself from these evil instruments that destroy the creations of God. God did not create His creation for humankind to destroy. Religion must stop arming their fanatics. Culture must stop arming the rebel and warlord. Government must stop arming their soldiers and law enforcers. Arming for any reason for the purpose of destruction is an evil game for the expense of the human soul. Humans have created the possibility of their own annihilation by searching for security. And that is a great humiliation to such a capable creatures of human beings. Life on earth would be far more secure if there were no weapon of any kind. But nations are seen weapon they possess as a valuable possession and a necessity for their security. Members of the governmental system must fulfill their moral responsibility toward humanity. That is to uproot the evil influences within the governmental system. Then implement true freedom and democracy for all humanity, which is simply to understand that no life was created to destroy or be destroyed. Humankind as a whole must understand that the true principle and implementation is toward all the lives of the world. Humankind will never experience the extraordinary life that is willing to substitute the evils of the world unless the destruction of lives of the world come to an end. It is up to humankind to stop the destruction of life of the world in order to allow harmony to manifest itself for all the inhabitants of the earth. Or continue the present path of destruction that leading humanity into total annihilation. Continue the journey with the 5 elements quest for the ultimate truth.